Okay, Coach, it is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break.
Check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55. So we got man. Check 24, check 24.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things that change the way the game is played.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day.
Let go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
Let's go.
And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
General West.
Middle.
Hey, wahoo.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
Monday. Here we go.
On play action, Rosen. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Yes. Hey. High 7.
55. Right there.
Big grip.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Ready.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hit it.
2nd and 15.
You ain't going nowhere.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Monday.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check.
You got
On second down now, it's Newton. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Set. 180.
Check. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure he's got to hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams that entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Max Crosby make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they work this out past the 25.
Let's go, baby.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Hey, eat. I'm coming after you.
5.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack,
down,
they're
Jack
staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here we go.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Bang. Watch the shot! It's run, fellas, it's run! He ain't running on me.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Here we go.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Play action here with Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, right behind you, keep pressing forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Go. Hey, exit.
Check. 55.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready,
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Break zone travel. Let go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. It's Riley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Come on, set.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the
Now,
right. 2nd
blue
and
draw
3.
Porkers. Lightning. Hit it.
2nd and 3. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Let's go.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe
Ready?
a decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season,
Tonight.
because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may
Alpha.
have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He sets the fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now it's Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Buster!
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wide, get wide. Hey, quarters. Check 3. Check 31, check 31. Watch twist.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch QB drop.
2nd and 4.
No chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. Over 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Where's 52?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
We got this.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Here we go.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Haywood. Snap.
2nd and 10.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Follow one deep, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They go play action. It's Rosen. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
180.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hug. Monday.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
180.
Bring it. Bring it.
Rosen off the play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he'll break them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passer.
Back.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Yeah.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Mike Fofo. Hey,
quarter. Check, quarter.
On 3rd and 1, Rosen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
check. 55 to Mike.
Check go.
Looking to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lead grip.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
218, chopper. Get him, boys. Hey, Echo. Hit it.
He'll look to throw.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Riley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Ready up.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Middle.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll be a second and long.
Watch the screen. Watch the
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
6-6, bullet hop.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seam 6, fire.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side, complete. It's Riley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Come on, set.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Charlie.
He'll drop to throw.
Target.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
They can't stop us.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Get it.
54.
They'll drop to throw.
All day.
Now he'll go deep down the middle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All day. Pick it.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Slam.
Monday.
Switch. Watch it.
They'll run on first down. Newton. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leads to a exploit right there.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the third quarter. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Hey, alert, alert.
And again this time to Tampa. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam. Go. Check 26, check 26.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away. Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. He'll give it his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This is the fullback getting the carry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. Unfortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still.
You ain't doing nothing today.
You sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal. And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 52 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. Steps away.
You ain't going nowhere.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. They'll likely put it into this thing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike. Middle.
Now again, right side. It's Newton. Wants the foul. And the Bengals grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Hey, Zoo. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Tighten up.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you don't worry about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Chopper.
55. Check, 55. Mike.
I'm trying to collect.
Joker.
5.
On 3rd down, Nixon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Ready?
44 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So